History was in the making at London Airport. A Britannia about to take off for New York. Not on a routine flight such as these airliners have been taking in their stride, but the first leg of a service filmed by Pat Whitaker of Pathe News, with which BOAC inaugurated their round-the-world flights. An all-British enterprise in far-seeing aviation. From captain downwards, the crew behaved with the calm efficiency of a run-of-the-mill flight. Yet they, like the passengers whose comfort they ensured, felt an excitement they didn't show. Flying over 3,000 miles of Atlantic has been an everyday matter long enough for young people to be almost unaware that only 20 years ago it was still in the pioneering stage. The first 3,000 miles is behind us in 12 hours, 40 minutes. It is still a relief when the Manhattan skyscrapers show there's dry land below. New York never fails to exhilarate with its atmosphere of bustle and vitality. Whether it's your first visit or 21st, British exports, incidentally, plentifully in evidence, you feel that here you walk in a spacious new world. However, on this trip, there was not much time to gather impressions. The Britannia was in flight again, heading westwards over the 2,700 miles of the transcontinental journey to San Francisco. In its own way, that city, with its famed Golden Gate Bridge, inspires no less than New York. There happened to be a small fire when Whitaker was sightseeing, and as it might have become a big one, he filmed it. A news cameraman acting on instinct. Fortunately for the guests and hotel proprietors, the blaze was soon under control. The most exciting incident was putting the cat out. Puss objected. It wasn't that time of the day. Whitaker only just got back to the airport in time to be on board for the next leg of the flight. It was now night, and the Britannia was over the Pacific, bound for Honolulu, 2,400 miles westward. To arrive by night at Honolulu is a romantic experience. Local lovelies made everybody welcome, and a few hours later, dazzling sunshine revealed the mid-ocean paradise in all its beauty. This leg of the service, by the way, will not be a passenger-paying proposition till agreement is reached with American Airlines. Nearby is Pearl Harbor. The sunken hull of the battleship Arizona is a sharp reminder of the Jap air raid of December 1941. Old Glory is hoisted every day in honor of the 1,102 men entombed below. Jap war films show the historic raid that all but crippled the U.S. Navy. The Britannia set course for Tokyo, where the Pearl Harbor raid was planned 17 years ago. Today, Tokyo, rebuilt and prosperous, is a capital city containing nearly 9 million people. No trace anywhere of the most crushing defeat in history. Lion cubs in a pet shop window were an exotic touch. But in the business center, Tokyo might almost be a Western city. But it's a place of striking contrasts. The ultra-modern monorail on the one hand, and not very many miles away, the gigantic Buddha of Kamakura. It has stood there for 700 years. In their homes, most Japanese forget Western ways and live as their revered ancestors did in centuries past. But in their working life, Tokyo Japs are highly industrialized. Anything we can make, they can make, not better, perhaps not so well, but generally cheaper. Their wages by Western standards are very low. Shipbuilding was what most impressed passengers on the round-the-world flight. They may have known vaguely that Japan leads the world in this industry. Here they saw proof. Orders keep schedule. No strikes to hold up delivery. Last year, Japan launched 1 million tons more shipping than Britain. Leaving Tokyo, Whitaker changed to a Comet. Stages between Japan and London are shorter than on the Britannia route, enabling BOAC to take advantage of the much higher speed of the pure jet aircraft. Hong Kong was reached in 5 hours. In its great harbor, 150,000 people live on boats. About 3 million people inhabit the colony, more than 1 million of them being refugees from Red China. What a multitude of bewildering impressions this round-the-world flight brings. Passengers were over India in less than 6 hours after Hong Kong. The mind can't keep pace with travel at this speed. Karachi came the first hint that the travellers were homeward bound. An English girl took the place of the Asian stewardess. Then it was on again. And this was a proving flight. Stops were made at a few places which won't be on the regular schedule, for example, Baghdad. More contrasts here. A city steeped in Middle Eastern politics, high-pressure oil intrigue and communist conflict, alongside a way of life not much changed since Old Testament days. Camels at 5 miles an hour, comets at 500. And so back to Europe. The Alps below, London only a lunch break away. The log of the flight and small out-of-pocket expenses noted down. Whitaker was now over London Airport. Jules Verne's hero moved heaven and earth to get round the world in 80 days. Now it's about 80 hours. Our cameraman returned, a true cosmopolitan, with the odd souvenir picked up en route.